Good afternoon and welcome back, Broncos. We currently have some light storms moving eastern across our state, but that's really not hitting Edmond right now because, as you can see, we're looking at sunny skies. There's a little bit of clouds out there, but really nothing, and it is feeling hot. We're sitting at 83 degrees. Luckily, though, that wind is kind of saving us and hurting us at the same time. We're sitting at so very high wind gusts out there, 33 miles per hour. That's making it a little bit cooler than it actually is out there, but that is, once again, a very high wind speed, so walking outside is just not too favorable today. Looking across our state, 83 degrees in OKC, 90 up in Guyman, and 80 degrees in Tulsa. Overall, a really nice day compared to what we could feel. As we look at tonight, the temperatures aren't going to drop much. We're going to go down to 66 degrees, and those winds are going nowhere. Gusts still staying around at 28 miles per hour. This is not good because of those winds, these temperatures aren't going to drop down as low as they should, which means tomorrow is going to be a lot hotter than it was today. As we look across our state, 65 in OKC, 52 degrees in Guyman, and 65 in Tulsa. And then going into tonight, we also have some severe weather chances. We're looking at 5 to 11 p.m. Now, these are pretty marginal chances, but we could still see that. And our daily forecast going into tomorrow, once again, like I said, winds going nowhere means temperatures don't drop at night, means we get a warmer day than following day after that. And that is definitely noticeable for tomorrow. We're looking at very windy winds out there coming from the south, 28 miles per hour, starting off our day at 7 a.m. Those winds are just not going to be very fun. 66 degrees. If you have long hair, put your hair up. It's going to be so very windy tomorrow. Then by 7 p.m., as you can see, pretty hot out there, 92 degrees. Very, very hot. And looking across our state, we have our first triple digit down in Altus. That is just insane at the beginning of spring. And then we do have that dry line that's going to be moving across our state. Additionally, looking ahead, we are supposed to see severe weather coming in tonight and over the weekend. That's something to keep an eye on. If you're going to go outside tomorrow, wear sunscreen. Once again, just not the best days for that. Looking at Friday evening to Sunday afternoon, this is what we're going to see. So if you have any Easter plans, this is what we're looking at. We're going to get waves of storms just over and over again pretty much. And Sunday is going to be pretty clear, but we still do have chances to have just on and off rain showers. Just not the best day to be outside in case those storms decide to stick around. We're still pretty far out, so we can't directly tell. As we look at our Friday severe, now this is where our chances for severe weather go up slightly because we're going to see a cold front and a warm front kind of collide there, and we're going to see a slight risk for severe weather. You're going to want to turn on the news that day, keep the weather on, keep yourself notified because it is spring season, it is tornado season. This is the most dangerous part of Oklahoma's year. As we look at our 7-day forecast, very windy into tonight and then very windy tomorrow. That wind's going nowhere. That's what's going to make it so hot on Thursday, 92 degrees, and then we just get hit with a lot of storm chances. Thunderstorm chances mainly on Saturday, and then Sunday, 50% chance of rain on Easter. That is something to keep an eye on. And then we get another chance of rain on Tuesday. We get a one-day break on Monday, and then we get a chance on Tuesday. Keep an eye on that. I will have more about these storm chances later in the show. But for now, that's all I have. Lauren, Shanice, I know we're supposed to see some rain chances later tonight. Were you planning on being outside after the show?
Absolutely not. It seems like we're getting hit with heat, wind, rain, tornadoes. I'm staying inside. I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to stay inside. What about you?
Yeah, I'm just planning on doing homework, so I'm just going to stay hunkered down in my dorm and hope that none of those storms really hit us, because it doesn't look like they will. What about you, Lauren?
Yeah, I mean, looking at those storms, they don't look like they'll hit us, but I'm definitely going to be looking out, and just like Gwyneth says, I'll keep updated with Gwyneth and more. Thank you, Gwyneth.